let's live it up. See how it goes. Make sure microphone's good. Pop filter not bumped up against it. Mute you for a sec. That might have been loud, whatever it was. Don't even know what it was that fell down there. Down there. Anyway, let's do some Slender. Hopefully the audio bounce is good. Let's do this thing. No face cam needed, because I kind of look a little ragged and tattered. And I don't really have too many facial expressions, period, let alone playing scary games. Yes, I play games about shoes, very fancy ones. Let's go straight for the silo, or popularly called the big red dildo. See if there's something here. Basic thing. 10 locations, 8 pages. Seems we have our first one here. Kind of spitting all over my keyboard because haven't been doing too much talking today. I think I'm on the right path to get away from the silo. Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that way's to the bathroom because whenever I'm getting away from the silo, I always get confused on direction. And if anyone is viewing, because I have the game over, all the stuff that would show statistics, please let me know if audio bounce is good. Of course, we're gonna definitely be able to tell when Slenderman comes near and there's static and screamy-ish noises. Those are the rocks, so the bathroom is over this way for the path I like to follow. So yeah, be wary of that and let me know because I am no expert. I'm just seeing the line going on the thing right down there. Alright, pinpoint myself to this thing. It's so dark that you guys probably don't even want to bother watching, just listen. Be surprised when I'm going to be scared, even though this game is more audionically, orally cued, A-U-R-A-L, rather than, you know, O-R-A-L, for sounds of stuff happening like the boop and the static. I'm a little tired. I should probably be going to bed instead of streaming, but I want to start having a little bit of fun with this. Sorry for the lip smack. Off to the bathroom we go. Don't want to take too long so that it automatically cramps up the stuff. Cranks it up. Here's number 2. I'm pretty sure the timer thing kind of respawns. Oh boy. Hi, how are you there? I'm just gonna disregard you and move along with my life and enjoy the fun that I have and not die, hopefully. Oh man, I forgot to turn off the delay of sounds, so hopefully it's not too bad because I say Slenderman 5 seconds later. Ah, Slenderman, oh man. How many times did I say man? Drinking game, be it alcoholic beverages or water or apple juice. Every time I say the word man, let's just comb through this thing. Nothing on here. Very set locations, 4 different locations. These are 2 that I've seen so far, and then there's 2 more. One right there and the other right there. Don't see any page, just to make sure. Alright, I guess that's one of the locations without a page. So, just have to watch for the others. So this is the first of 2. Well, definitely not the first of 10 that we visited. This way straight ahead would be the pile of rocks. Oh man, getting a little bit cold. Would be even colder if my fan, the box fan, was on. I always have my ceiling fan on. Hopefully it's not really too buzzy. The game sound should compensate for that. And hopefully that I have my gain on a good enough level to be hearable aside from the game sound. There we go. That would be page number 3 right there. The strategy I kind of follow is don't bother running till I have 5 unless Slenderman is right up against me for whatever reason, with me being stupid. Then I make my flashlight stay on ever since I grab 4 because you're actually easier to find with your flashlight off. I just want to spare my flashlight while I'm normally walking and wait till I grab number 4, turn it on, and then just go about my business. I could save a little bit of time by cutting through these woods instead of following the main path, but kind of lose my bearings and kind of divvy away from the path and go against the fence that would block the way for me going around. Is that static? No, I don't believe so. So I'm just gonna follow this main path and get to the cross wall, the next thing on our path to reach. Alright, turn my light on to get my bearings. Get my bearings straight. I was gonna make that pun about the waterway, or whatever it is. What was the land bridge? Was it the bearings? Land bridge? I don't know. Don't remember the basic geography because I haven't taken the class. What the heck? I just ran right into him. See how nonchalant I was with that? The more scared I am, the more nonchalant I am with my talking. Kind of spooked me for a second, but it's one of those weird scares. It's like, oh hi, I got a nice fright in there. Whoa, it's just not happening on the stream preview. I see at the bottom there. Slightly covered by my game window that I have in 640 by 480. Anyway, yeah, let's try again. Hopefully I can do a little bit of editing if necessary. Editing if I want to enunciate a little bit better. So I can balance audio. Pretty sure it should be fine compared to my voice. Because if the loud noises of being killed are happening, I usually might talk a little bit louder because of it playing on headphones, even though I have it set down to like 50 for balance and not being too loud because I don't want to wake up anybody in the house. Not like they would be woken up by something playing through my headphones. Even though in full volume, the audio does seem to leak a little bit, so I gotta be careful with what I'm viewing. Nothing on the silo? Okay, let's turn my light on, make sure. Yeah, there's nothing. Did I lose myself? Hopefully not. I'm gonna go this way and hope for the best, that I'm on my way to the bathroom. Usually the layout of the stars means that I'm going to the bathroom. Let's zoom in a little bit. I didn't bother doing that last time. Rarely do anyway. Let's see, I'll try for this and see if I can make it to the bathrooms. Or maybe I'm just going the way back to the beginning. Supposedly, if you collect your 8th page and make it back to the hole in the fence where you came in, well, there should be a hole that would appear that you can actually make a full-on escape. Otherwise, you just collect your 8 pages, Slenderman gets you regardless. Okay, that's the creepy tree that way, so I'm just going to go right here for the path I want to follow. Slenderman gets you regardless, and you can still do the daytime mode. But I want to see if I can do that, so usually you would want to finish off with the tree because there's a little bit of timer until you can actually get out of there before Slenderman gets your face off. Yes, he gets it off. He gets off to your face. Okay, I'm not going to think too much about that, especially because we're like a young girl here collecting all of these pages. I don't really know too much about the mythos. I don't even know if I've seen too much of the Marble Hornets. I mean, I know that I haven't because I never actually sat down to watch a full-on video aside from little snippets just to get a little bit acquainted with the lore. And again, Slenderman was more of a thing way back in 2012 and before the onslaught of video games were made. And I kinda, honestly, I've just been watching Markiplier for the sake of nostalgia and all the games that he's played over the years. At least mostly horror games. And I've been seeing a lot of the Slender stuff and Amnesia, of course, the good old kings of horror industry games. Not formulating sentences well, but I digress from the path. Of course, digressing from the path and having to search all these different rooms of the bathroom. It'd be cool if these first 2 areas that I'm exploring don't even have pages. Gotta be careful that I'm actually reaching all the places that have that side covered. There's nothing straight down through the middle. Just gonna go right here. I wonder if the stuff's actually gonna start before I reach the first page. The boom boom Slenderman appearing. Okay, here's first page. Always watches, no eyes. Zoom in, I have super eyes if I can do that. Or I just have my eyes modded with a camera and a flashlight apparently, because you don't actually see me carrying a flashlight unless it's right up against my nipular region. I don't know, I'm just fantasizing weirdly. Anyway, if anybody's just jumping in and doesn't know who I am TryclydeTamer, and why is my game doing this? I gotta do stuff. Oh, it's not responding. Please respond, game. It might be going blank on the stream. Probably from me being so bad at this. It's like, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna hang up. Hopefully I don't get tunnel vision here. Okay, it's still showing the game as normal, but it's not responding, so I'm just gonna cozy up and talk about myself. I'm TryclydeTamer, I go by T2, my name is Justin, and stuff. I do YouTube more often, and I'm trying to get into streaming a little bit now that I have an HD60 Elgato, even though I'm using OBS for this. I just thought that I'd further my hobby with a little bit of streaming as well, because I do play games casually, and a lot of my casual game playing probably should be better done on stream. Might kind of detract from things a little bit because I do have to quiet up my room and make sure nobody's going to be weirded out in the house by me streaming. And yeah, I do like to have my fan off too while playing games. Obviously it would be loud on recording, and usually when I'm playing games I have my fan fully on. Kind of repeating myself about stuff, but yeah, it's a little bit different from my usual gaming experience. And I'm pretty sure it's taking too long. I'm not really doing too well. I haven't got too far into it anyway. Hopefully it's not really showing anything too bad. 11.5 minutes into this thing and nothing's really happening. I apologize. But here's a little hack to follow if you're watching on YouTube, or heck, even on the stream. If you get an HTML5 video speed up thing, you can speed up the stream or YouTube video, whichever way you're watching, of course. Let's go ahead and get my configuration done and start playing the game. Bing bong. I don't want to get too far into the title screen because it plays the really loud, creepy sounds. Alright, does seem a little bit stretched because I am on 640 by 480 upscale to the 1080 stream, but it shouldn't really be too bad. Just deal with it, you bunch of punks, or whatever. Time for the real attempt number 2. Gonna act like that didn't happen because I was just speaking some nonsense and not finding pages, even though I did find the first one in the bathhouse. The way I used to play this game when I actually did play it a little bit more was to go straight for the bathhouse, because it's like a straight shot away from your starting position. Because, well, there are a lot of winding curves in the bathhouse that could be a little spooky with Slender on the hunt for you, or on the haunt, because that's what I'm currently watching in the way of Markiplier's Slender stuff, and the character, well, the Slenderman entity is known as Mark Slender in that game. So I'm gonna just cruise around this silo, find this first page. I'm pretty sure I'm facing straight towards the bathhouse, so I'll kind of readjust myself. It might be a little bit more towards the rocks right there, so... Ooh, I thought the Slenderman was appearing and things were happening. What was that I heard? Was that my father? Or my mother? Hopefully nobody's throwing up in the house. Otherwise, I'd be a little bit concerned, because I know that's not really a sound in the normal game. I feel a little bit apprehensive, checking around my room to make sure there's no creature behind me in real life. I have the lights on, I'm safe. I have the comfort of my dog, even though she's not in the room, I could let her in. Looking behind me to see my old HD PVR2 on my bed that I need to get out of the way for me to enjoy the sweet embrace of my bed when I actually do go to bed. I don't really have nightmares to horror games that I'm used to, especially not Monstrum, because, well, I have over 300 hours in that game. Well, not really counting the times where I just sit and cower. My first few times playing the game, well, a bit more than a few, because it is a little bit spooky, but I'm so used to the game that it's not really too effective on me. But I do get spooks when spooks are due, just a little bit legitimate. Obviously this game is a little bit jump scary with the dong piano sound. Anyway, let's just keep on cruising to the bathhouse. It's kind of annoying me, or bothering me, subconsciously, that the on welcome to the chat room is highlighted and I didn't bother clicking away. I don't want to click out of the game to do that because I have to make sure that I'm on rails. A game I'm kind of thinking about right now is Alien Isolation, because I've played that on my own time and it's quite challenging and spooky. Might do that as a Halloween Let's Play later this year. I could do it on the hardest difficulty. What is it? Nightmare? You have to like unlock Nightmare mode or something. There's like a mod for Unpredictable Alien. I might not really do any mods with it. I might just do the hardest mode I can handle. And probably would need practice with that to know where locations of things are, because I am a completionist to at least some extent. Not really the crazy things that don't matter. Just basically all the things that would cover the achievements. Don't want to fill up my inventory with every little EMP mine, or all those other things they can collect. Or I could go challenge mode and do the hardest difficulty without using those extra items. Anyway, I'm not really talking about Slender, even though Alien Isolation is a crazy, spooky game. It's crazy. Coming up with my own words in my sleep-deprived state, even though it's not really deprived, because, well, I missed school yesterday, Friday, due to missing sleep. All because I didn't have the snooze button set up on my phone to play the alarm again after 5 minutes. Kind of sounds like I said Armageddon. See, talking out my bumhole. There's no page here. Or did I miss it? Those are like the 4 usual spots. So nothing there. First 2 were within the silo and bathhouse. Nothing on the tankers. Straight to the rocks we go. I did pass by them briefly in my confused state of getting away from the silo. But kind of a straight shot to the rocks right now. I'm kind of repeating myself. Just like how I did on Hyrule Warriors. Like, this is how you do the rupee glitch with all the things. But yeah, I'ma just comfort my arm in preparation for crazy things that could happen. And also I'm getting a little bit of goosebumps on my erector pili, as they are called, the things that cause your hairs to stick up when cold or nervous. And here's number 3, turn that off. I'll do this, hopefully I can fit through these trees and go straight ahead and maybe reach the cross wall when I get there. Hopefully I don't die before then. Kind of jinxed myself maybe when I talked about that, because the time I actually did die before the game crashed on my second fake attempt, Slenderman was just like, yo, I'm up here right in front of you. I probably did have a chance to get away because it's like a doom spooky thing that I can turn and get a little bit of boost on running. Depending on how well I do, this may or may not be my last attempt. Am I looking right at Slender? Apparently I am, because the static is going crazy. I'm just briefly look away. It's kind of good to keep them in your field of vision, kind of combining those words because of slurring, I guess. But yeah, keep him in your vision, especially when you get around 6 pages, because he's almost always behind you, and it's good to keep him in your vision to get enough of a distance away. Do about 15 seconds of running before the very asthmatic breathing of being low on stamina. Alright, coming up on number 4, so, well, if there is a page here, I'm gonna keep my flashlight on. Turn it off briefly. Wanna preserve it as much as possible. I always expect a scare around here, and an inexplicable scare without him being there. He probably glitches through the thing a little bit just to make it go ka-doom on me. Okay, no page here, so that's our second place that doesn't have a page. Or wait. Yeah, there was none on the tankers, so yep, every place from here on out will have a page, provided I actually looked well enough on the places that supposedly do not. So up next is the cutted woods, the little tiny trees. They are kind of secluded. It's kind of the hardest area to reach, at least for me, because you're on your path and you're expecting to reach the tunnel, and there's like a sudden turn you have to make to be able to get to the cutted woods. We'll be seeing that momentarily. Just gonna keep my bearings going here. Still haven't reached number 4 yet, so I'm gonna keep my flashlight off. Just recommended that you turn it on at that point. Okay, it's a little bit light there. So here's where the cutted woods are. Watch for my page, watch for the Slender Man, but don't watch it for too long, as to avoid death. The inevitable release of death. Okay, there's number 4 right there. Save an extra couple seconds like this. And then number 4, don't look or it takes you. Gonna slightly adjust myself. Oh, I thought I was being turned because of slight mouse sensitivity. I'm like moving myself without even knowing. That's kind of why I'm not really the greatest driver, because I always want to keep readjusting myself instead of just getting that good feel of driving. I'm just looking around. Where's the entrance for the thing? I'm just keep safe on the main path. Yep, if I would have went that way, I would have went up against this thing and risked the things being horrible. Where is Slender Man? Always say that if you turn around, he's not there. You turn back around, but he is there. Okay, he must be in the cave tunnel thing. Where are you, bucko? Are you glitching through? Where is your figure? Do I want to take a detour? Do I just want to run? I'm gonna just turn away. See where exactly you are. Okay, you're probably gonna be behind me at this point, so I'm just gonna be running a little bit. Get some distance away from you. Okay, now you have 3 up here there. Okay, that ka-dung sound usually means they get a little bit of boost of running. What's that say? Say it, key crap with all this going on. You're really just trolling me, aren't you, Slender Man? At least I don't call you Slender like all the noobs back then. It's like, no, Slender, don't do this to me. It's not like he's Mark Slender, the one from Slender Hunt. See, repeating myself. Alright, let's, I might be running a little bit too much. I want to run for about 10 seconds and then stop, wait for it to recover. Pretty sure they took away the 1 second cooldown. Of course, anything's happened like 4 years ago, when this game was actually relevant, because that's kind of a thing on my channel. I don't really play the relevant games. I like to wait a little bit of time. I like to have experience on games, but this is to refamiliarize myself, whereas the truck, I'm pretty sure it's going to be about right on this position. Yes, here we go. Number 6 coming up, if I can find it. Not on this side of the truck. Should probably run a little bit more just to keep my distance safe. I was thinking that's the page right there, but no, it's not. Oh, I was about to say, is there not one on the truck? Then that means that there would be one on the place that would have supposedly not had one. I cannot English too good. It's starting to get darker because that was an edit in the change log of stuff. It's where it gets darker and more difficult. I usually die at about 6 pages, but I'm getting better about running. But now I'm saying this, it's probably going to turn me over to horrible things, and I'm pretty sure you lose like 5% of your stamina every time you press the shift button, so it's not good that I'm doing this. Alright, with number 7, gotta be very careful in how I ease my way through. I assume that's not on that side of the thing, but it doesn't matter anyway that I'm dying right here, regardless. I'm a little bit on the sleepy side, and I don't really like doing super long streams, so this may just be a little bit over 30 minutes, so yeah, I think I've had my fun for tonight. I may be better off going to bed. If anybody was watching at this point, thank you for watching. Let's see if there's anybody on the viewer list. Loading, loading, loading. It's probably going to be loading infinitely forever. Oh, Jaku's viewing. I didn't see chat anything, so you're being a little bit quiet there, much like myself. I want to actually go to the chat. Come on, what? Okay, I have to click the thing that says chat. But regardless, ooh, do I have a knuckle crack going on? Oh, there we go. I can always crack my left hand, but not my right one. With my right on my left, but not with my left on my right. See, I'm speaking a little bit of nonsense, so I probably am better off getting off of here. So I will say thank you for watching this thing, Jaku, and anybody else that may have popped in, and anybody that would be watching this on YouTube. Going to end this in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Get out of here, Facebook notification. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Goodbye.